Alright guys, another lesson from me. We'll be continuing our topic on JavaScript languages in chapter 1, but today we're going to be doing chapter 3 from yesterday's chapter 2. So obviously, if you guys can open up your JavaScript for Kids books to page 66. So far we learned about numbers and strings, the types of data that you can store and use in your programs, but they're actually kind of boring. We're going to be learning now about arrays, which is pretty much a list of other JavaScript data values. You know what I mean? It's basically a list of other values that you put in your JavaScript console, right? It's a data structure used to store multiple values in a single variable. And here are some key points in arrays. Creation. Arrays can be created using square brackets with the array constructor. You know what I mean? And then modifying elements, you can change the value of an element by accessing its index. Basically, the index is basically the values or data that you put into your VS Studio. And here's some of the terminology that you be using or describe the different methods that you can manipulate the data in VS Studio's index HTML. It's much like Notepad++, but on VS Studio's push. It adds an element to the end, pop. It removes the last element, shift. Removes the first element, and unshift. Adds an element to the beginning, map. This is a way in which you create a new array with the results of calling a function in every element. Then a filter. Creates a new array with all elements that pass the test implemented by the provided function. Reduce. Executes a reducer function in each element, resulting in a single output value. Then fruits. Obviously, yeah. So we do. So those are the different terminologies and different functions in arrays, right? Let's look at the dinosaurs, for example. Friend asks you what your 3 favorite dinosaurs were. You could create an array with the names of 3 dinosaurs in order. So obviously you got your variables. Then obviously you got your send to string. And then you got your values. T-Rex, Velociraptor, Raptor, and Stegosaurus. They still haven't figured out when dinosaurs got extinct, on what specific date. So much for science. So obviously you can see the different variables, right? This is an example of an array, right? This example of an array. As you can see, we've got 9 different arrays, right? So to create the array, we're going to be doing this, right? Then the list of items in each array on a new line, and the closing square bracket also look like this, right? So this is how you set it up in that manner. And then obviously I said arrays elements. You see square brackets obviously with the index of the element you want, as you can see in the following example here, right? And then yeah. So basically that's an introduction into arrays. Obviously there are a lot of elements, as you would see when you're reading the book, but this video is intended to basically deduce the basics, basically dot down the basics of today's topic. If you want to learn more about JavaScript's arrays, obviously you can read the book. It's called JavaScript for Kids. You can download the PDF that they have. Mind you, the frequency of my microphone is a bit bad, mind you, but yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for spending time and watching my video. I hope you learned something. Oh, wrong hand.